Howdy folks, it's the middle of the night and seeing as how all the vapor canopy bugs are out, I don't feel like turning out the lights, and seeing as how the Republican National Convention is happening right now, I figured I would take this opportunity to tell you about that time I danced for the 2012 Republican National Convention right here in the Tampa Bay area. I tried to find something patriotic to wear, but I got nothing. So in 2012, the Republican National Convention was at Tropicana Field, and the entertainment for the event was from Busch Gardens, where I was working at the time. So they hired stilt walkers and circus performers, and the show that I was in, the Duma Belly Dancers. I've been waiting for the helicopters to go away. So we were told that when we arrived at the convention, we needed to dress in business casual. Okay, so I am like a grunge hippie chick. I don't do business casual, but I can usually pull something together. And as we were driving there, I was talking to the manager. I was explaining to him how there was like a media blackout of Ron Paul. And the reason I supported Ron Paul is because he was the most freedom-oriented of all the candidates and the most peaceful. So we arrived at Tropicana Field, and the security had us pull the van into this rectangle, and they had all of the performers get out of the van, and they went in there with their bomb-sniffing dogs and searched everything. They crawled underneath the van. I'm telling you, that did not make me feel safer. It actually kind of made me feel like, what was I getting myself into? It was a little exciting too. So we go into the venue and they show us our stage. It was just like this 50-foot tall monolith in the middle of the building. It was basically like scaffolding. So they let us go up there, and the whole thing was kind of like wobbly. So we got to do a little walkthrough. And when it came time for the performance, I was the first person on stage. And I had to lead the group in a circle around the stage and come back to face the front. But there were lights everywhere, and there was no back wall. I was going around in circles. It was totally disoriented, and it's like I couldn't see the edge of the stage, and everybody's following me, and you could feel like the whole stage shaking, and I just had to like pick a spot and start the dance. It was a little crazy, but it was fun, and I was super professional, and I did not look at myself on the Jumbotron, not once. Okay, so after our routine, our stage manager told us that somebody from the media wanted to interview two of the dancers. So me and Chelsea went, and there was this reporter from Fox News, and I think all of this was happening live, and so it was kind of cheesy. You know, we had to like show him a few belly dance moves, and you know, he was like, you know, his goofy reporter stuff. And then he turns to me and he asks me if I've ever seen Bill O'Reilly. And I told him, yes, I've seen Bill O'Reilly. And then he catches me totally off guard and says to me,
if you could say anything to Bill O'Reilly, what would you say?
Oh, I was not expecting that. And I thought, this could either be the opportunity of a lifetime, or it could be the end of my career. And I could see the silhouette of my stage manager standing behind the cameraman, and he was looking real nervous. And then I opened my mouth, and I wasn't sure what was gonna come out, but I knew it probably wasn't gonna be kosher. And all of a sudden, Chelsea hops in and says, I would tell Bill O'Reilly that he needs to come see the Duma Belly Dancers at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. And I knew at that moment that Chelsea saved my job. Deep breath. You got this, Christina. Yeah. Oh, shoot. I would tell. So good.